Hi, I'm Anthony Holland. I wanted to share a few things in memory of Jeffrey Michael Charbonnet, or as we all know him, Coach Charb. I mean, the Lord knitted him in his mother's womb, and she brought him forth to this earth on April the 7th, 1966 in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and the Lord called him home December the 26th, 2013 from Apex, North Carolina. But Coach Charb was loved by so many people. Just wanted to take time to say a few things about him and share a few stories. I had the honor and privilege of being his assistant coach with the Angels 11 and under baseball team in Holly Springs during the spring of 2013, and we just had a phenomenal team, had a phenomenal time together. It was important to the coach to emphasize that we were not only a team, we were a family, and we were his family, and he just loved these kids so much, and the kids loved him so much, and what they saw through him was just the love of a heavenly Father. And each of you kids have a heavenly Father that loves you just as and cares for you just as Coach Charb did. One kid on our team in particular that Coach Charb was just so proud of was Devontae Hemphill. Kid he batted .778 on the season, 830 on base percentage, and a slugging average of 1,333. That's I mean, Babe Ruth set the season record at .690, of half of what this guy had. And if you look at Barry Bonds in 2001, even and with his the enhanced drugs that he was taking, wasn't where Devontae was. He was at 893. So Devontae was our catcher. I mean, in this 11 and under league, it's the first year that the kids can steal bases, take a lead and steal. So you got to have a catcher who can hold them on and throw them out. So Devontae didn't show up to practice before one game. So the coach calls up, and Devontae had a phenomenal family, just a great upbringing. They told the coach that we're going to be out of town and we're not comfortable with Devontae, being at the game without us. And the coach was like, please, I got to have him there. I'll go pick him up from his house. I'll watch him close during the game. I'll take him back home, and I'll call you and let you know everything went well. So they went along with it, and Coach did it. I mean, Devontae lived 20 minutes from the ballpark. He lived in Cary, and the coach would go pick him up and make sure he was there. There's one particular game where we started out as the home team, so we took the field first. So Devontae's suited up. He's warming up the pitcher. Right before the umpire's ready to go, Devontae comes back over to the coach and I in the dugout, and he says, Coach, he says, I can't catch. Coach is like, what's up, Devontae? He goes, the ump asked me if I had my cup. And the coach was like, what, you have to be so honest all the time? He's not going to check it. One of our players that were on the team that the coach just thought the world of was Nick Berger. And Nick was a big guy. He played first base. You couldn't miss him. He was such a super target, and he could dig out any ball that was thrown to him or stretch for it. He actually had one game where he threw 3 kids out at home plate after getting the out at first. But actually one of them was a 4th out. But he had a phenomenal game. And Nick hit one game that went over the fence, and I think they're still looking for the ball. It was actually, I have to say it was a foul ball, but they're still looking for it. But Nick was such a big guy that the coach drafted him for his football team in the fall. He would see the kid playing first base, and I think the coach would be kind of in a daze. He's going like he's imagining him with this this blue jersey and this what the coach would call a golden dome. But Coach Charb told me this one great story about Nick, and well, I can't tell it like he does, but I do have a recording from him that I'll play for you and let the coach tell the story.
Coach, what's going on, Charb? How you doing? Hey, listen, I wanted to tell you, got Nick Berger over here trying out at my Westlake football team. Got 115 kids trying out for 45 spots, and I actually missed today because I had this real estate class, our 30 hours of post-licensing that we have to do. So today was final cut. So the other fellas thought it would be pretty funny to tell me that they had to cut Berger because he just fell out of sprints, and they made up their big story and all. But bottom line is the kid made the team, so I think it's absolutely through the roof. As a 7th grader, we kept 7 7th graders. on this football team out of 45 kids. So, and our big Nick was one of them. So I just want you to know that, Coach. I think it's pretty off the charts. So give me a call when you can. I'd like to know how your baseball team's looking. Thanks, pal. Later.
So shout out to Nick and the other 7th graders who made Coach's football team. So yeah, Nick was a big hitter. I mean, he had a slugging average of 789. So a couple other kids on the team. Jackson, phenomenal guy, batted 500, and he was a Golden Glove shortstop for us. Great kid. Actually, hopefully he'll return again in the spring to the same team. Another kid, Aaron Wilkie, and his dad, Jeff, just a phenomenal pitcher, had great curveball, good changeup. But his dad would sit in the bleachers somewhere relatively behind the catcher, and he would call the whole game. And Jeff and Aaron had a phenomenal time, and you could see them cutting up and giggling when they would throw a changeup to a big guy or what have you. But that was phenomenal to watch. We had this one kid named Sean Higgins on the team. His dad John helped coach as well, and Sean, or the coach, would call him the Beast. Sean loved the nickname, but it was like the kid just gave 100% all the time. The coach just loved him for that. But just in general, the coach